The demon is loose, the cursed jersey is still calling the plays, and Eddie Richter is running out of safe places at Camp Redfeather. In Part 3 of Summer of the Demon, the mystery deepens, the danger gets closer, and one wrong move could turn this nightmare into a final game.
What's that? You want to be scared? Come with me. You will experience tales of horror, ghosts, and death. It is not recommended for the weak at heart. Listen in the dark. It's more fun that way. This is Weekly Spooky.
Hello, my spookies. It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's time for a little spooky in your weekly. I'm your host and narrator, Enrique Couto, and tonight we're diving into Part 3 of our summer mini-series. And believe you me, things are getting messy. So if you've missed the last 2 parts, make sure to check them out on the Weekly Spooky feed, and of course, there'll be a recap at the beginning to make sure you're up to speed with all the horrors coming your way. But before we get to that, I want to say thank you all so much for joining me on this spooky adventure, because it's summertime and most people are thinking about beaches, sun, and fun. But then, there are spookies like us who want that Halloween fear, even if it's served with sunscreen and a mojito. So thank you all for joining me here tonight, and if you love what we're doing here at Weekly Spooky and want to give us a little support, you can head to your favorite podcast app like Apple Podcasts or Spotify and leave us a 5-star rating. It makes a huge difference and helps other spookies know they're in the right place. And of course, if you head to weeklyspooky.com/join, you can find out how for as little as $1 a month, you can get 2 bonus episodes every month and support us in the most direct way possible. But now, as for tonight, Camp Redfeather was supposed to be about football, summer heat, and proving yourself on the field. But Eddie Richter has learned that some games do not end when the whistle blows. There's something stalking the camp. Something huge. Something cruel. Something wearing a jersey that should have stayed buried with the past. Now Eddie is searching for answers, but every clue pulls him closer to a secret no one at camp is ready to face. The demon isn't finished. The curse isn't slowing down. And the next play may be one Eddie can't outrun. So grab your flashlight. Here we go. Last time on Summer of the Demon, Eddie Richter finds himself inside Greg Branlake's bedroom after he was tasered by Mr. Branlake. They don't have Eddie arrested upon realizing he's just as curious about the fate of their son as they are. The demon strikes again at Camp Redfeather and slaughters even more people. When Eddie tries to show courage, the demon tells him he won't die until it's his time. From there, Eddie decides to investigate further. Jessica, Greg's older sister, emerges and offers to help. Soon after, the demon appears again in broad daylight. After brutally killing more football players, the demon sees a cheerleader. Eddie moves to try and save her. But who will get to her first? And can anyone be saved from the demon? Summer of the Demon continues with Part 3. The football field. I'm running at the demon. I know I'll be good as dead, but I can't let him get Chase. I never reach the monster. when the other football players appear from seemingly out of nowhere and rush the demon again. "Bring it!" he challenges them. The demon stands firm and fights them back. "Even if you had the whole team, it'll never be enough," he taunts. My teammates have guts and grit and keep rushing at him. Finally, Big Charlie Thoss manages to tackle him, but the demon gets back up and grabs him, lifting him off the turf, one-handed. He sneers and pretends to wipe his 00 jersey with his free hand. Then, he flings Charlie away, like a frisbee. Charlie lands near the sideline and slides out of bounds. He tries to get back up, but he can't this time. The demon looks at Jessica and me. "Now, where were we?" He sneers at just me now. "Since when did you get a girl, little man?" Jessica grabs hold and turns me away. "Run!" I do what she says, but I don't get far when I hear her shriek. I turn around and see the demon got Jessica. "Peewee can't have no girlfriend," the demon taunts. "That means you're out of the game. For good." He lifts Jessica up and grabs hold of her arms. "It's halftime!" She screams when he tries tearing her in half. I don't think twice and run right at the demon. Like last fall, I climb right up him, like a pole. He ain't got a football for me to steal, but I got an idea and wrap myself around the demon's head. When I don't hear Jessica scream, that means she's safe. "Eddie," she groans, "you were supposed to run." When I feel the demon's hands on me, I quickly move and drop behind him. Then I back away as he turns around. "Okay, little man, we ain't gotta wait. I'll kill you right goddamn now." "Yeah? You couldn't catch me at the state championship, and you ain't catching me now." I turn and run like hell. I can hear the demon's big bare feet stomping right behind me. Oh, it's on. I run out into the nearby woods where the demon had come out earlier. I know I still have distance between me and him when I hear the trees falling. Geez, just how strong is this demon? One thing's for sure, I don't want him getting those big mitts on me again. "Where you hiding, pipsqueak?" the demon calls out. "It's just you and me in here. Nobody's gonna help you." When I reach a hilly area, I have to take it easy getting to the bottom. I reach a road and see the big culvert pipe underneath a connecting road. I head to it and hunker down once I'm inside. Then the monster appears. "Where are you? Even you ain't fast enough to escape the demon." When he can't find me, he roars and knocks down more trees. I'm going to be okay as he moves farther away from me. I come out of the culvert and head back to the camp. I return to the football field, but don't see anybody. The guys must have got up and left, and who could blame them? "Eddie!" I turn around and see Jessica coming out of the woods. Aw, geez, she really went into the woods to look for me. The demon could have killed her. I quickly move to her. "You should have ran." She puts her hands on my shoulders. "We're in this together. I couldn't let Greg get you." I get frank with her. "Honestly, Jess, I don't think that thing is Greg." She gives me a weird look. "Huh? What you mean?" "I saw how the demon looked at you. If he was Greg, he'd have recognized you." You're his sister. Jessica nods. Yeah, you're right. Greg would have called me by my name. So, who could he be? I shrug. I know as much as you do. We turn to go to Jessica's car. When the others see us, they come and ask if we're okay. What are we going to do? Charlie booms out. We can't let this fucker keep showing up and catching us with our dicks in our hands. Jessica stops herself mid-snicker as the cheerleaders just stare at him. I give Charlie that look, saying I wasn't saying nothing. In any case, I turn and walk away. Where you going, Peewee? Charlie calls out. I glance over my shoulder. I got stuff to do. Jessica's walking with me. I look over my shoulder again and see that shit-eating grin when Charlie gives me a thumbs up. Yeah, he's always got his mind in the gutter. Jessica lightly smacks my shoulder. Ready to go back home? I give her my attention. You know, I wasn't thinking of heading to your house just yet. I was hoping to find his ex-girlfriend. Katie Klein? She replies. Yeah, she was the closest to Greg before all this demon stuff went down. She sighs. There ain't no guarantee she's even in Strickfield. I throw up my arms. I know, but we can't just stand around here. What's going on? Someone cuts in. We gasp and turn to see Chase Randall. Now she's wearing shorts and a crop top that show off her tan nicely. She laughs when she sees she scared us. Relax, I just want to help. If you guys are talking about that demon fucker, don't forget he wanted to send me to hell earlier. Don't suppose you know anything about Katie Klein, do you? Jessica asks. Chase brightens up. Katie was my best friend when we went to Strickfield Academy. What about her? Jessica and I look at each other. Then she turns back to Chase. Eddie and me think Katie knows things about Greg and that jersey that turned him into the demon. Unfortunately, I never knew where she lived in Strickfield. I know where she lives, Chase offers. Katie and I studied at her house all the time. Jessica gently slaps her shoulder. Okay, you're coming with us. We're going to Strickfield to dig up some more stuff on Greg and the demon. Chase gets all happy. A road trip? Cool. Just let me get my phone real quick. When she comes back, the three of us slip away. Jessica can sure handle her car. The road we took is normally 45 with lots of curves, but she had a lead foot and handled them like it was nothing. Soon, we're in Strickfield. You okay back there? Jessica teases. Just fine, I reply. Turn here, Chase tells her. It's the second to last house before Pleasant Valley Road. Soon we're right outside Katie Klein's house. Even though it's still daylight, just looking at those blank windows. Think anyone's home? I stammer. I'd say so. Jessica guesses. Let's check the house, Chase says and gets out. Unless you guys want to go back to camp and wait for the demon. I gulp. Okay, let's do this. Jessica and I get out and follow Chase. When we reach the back door, she knocks good and hard. After a little bit, she knocks again. Might as well make sure, she says. That way there ain't no surprise. Well, you damn sure surprised us, Jessica mutters. Chase surprises us again when she grabs and turns the knob. When it doesn't give, she throws herself against the door to force it open. Now we're standing in the kitchen. Katie's room's upstairs, Chase says, closing the door. We follow her to the stairs and head up. At the top, we turn and go into a bedroom. But, well, this was Katie's room, Chase mutters. Aw, shit, Jessica groans. We came here for an empty room? I move and check the closets. Unless there's something up top, we ain't finding anything here. We'd better look anyways, Chase suggests. We search and don't find much of anything. Then Jessica notices something. How come this corner of the rug's all up like that? Jessica kneels down and pulls the rug aside. The one nail looks like it barely held the rug to the wooden floor. Whoa! Look what I found! Another one of Greg's journals. She opens it and flips through the pages. We ain't got time to read this thing here, 'cause who knows when somebody'll come home. I see Katie's name in here and more stuff about the demon. Then she stops. This journal's not entirely full. There's still quite a few pages that ain't been written. When she starts to stand up, I take her hand to help her. I'm gonna check the other rooms, Chase says. You never know, right? She says as she leaves. I think Chase is wasting her time, but Jessica and I don't say anything. Then we look at each other and realize we're holding hands. She laughs a little and smiles devilishly, and even though Jessica Branlake's a good head taller than me, and a college senior. No way! She puts her free hand on the side of my face and plants one right on me. I kissed a few girls before, but none of them compare to Jessica. Then I practically choke when she slips me her tongue. At first I start to back off, but remember that I'm kissing a hot girl, technically an older woman, and we just met. Things like this just don't happen to me. I mean, I tried asking Aileen Donnerly out before, but she swatted me down every time. Now Jessica Branlake's making out with me? One thing I'd learn later is Jessica is a wild woman who lives spontaneously, to say the least. A real thrill seeker. Suddenly, the window right beside us explodes. We stop making out to see the demon coming in. He growls when he sees Jessica and me. If the demon is Greg, now he's got another reason to want to kill me. Huh? Eddie? I barely hear Jessica squeak. When I realize my hand's on her chest, I gulp and quickly let go. Guess I got here in time to see you getting lucky, Peewee. The demon sneers. I barely feel Jessica turning me to the door. Go! I get my head out of Jessica's cloud and do what she says. Before we reach the stairs, we hear Chase scream, forgetting she was up here with us. Then I get an idea and turn back around. I scurry past Jessica and lower myself in front of the demon's legs. Chase shrieks when the demon trips over me and starts tumbling down the stairs. We all head down ourselves and run over the demon's back to get to the front door. Jessica unlocks the door and throws it open. Come on! When we're all out, she pulls the door shut, but when we make it to her car, the demon destroys the front door and comes out. Jessica shrieks and dives through the open passenger side window. She's got the car started as fast as she can. Damn, she must have left the keys in the ignition. That girl is clever. Chase throws the journal in back before grabbing and stuffing me into the car right next to Jessica. Then she climbs up and sits on the sill. Drive, Jessica! She has no problem showing her lead foot again when she squeals and peels. I look over my shoulder to see the demon is stomping after us. "Don't know what you think you're doing at the X's house," he calls out. "You really should just watch everybody die, Peewee." "Hang on," Jessica calls out. I quickly grab Chase's wrist and hold on to it tight as Jessica squeals into a hard left. Then she squeals and peels again. It's when we're shooting right past Denoyer's grill that we see we're leaving the demon behind. When I let go of Chase's wrist, Jessica sticks her arm out the window and flashes her middle finger. "Yeah, fuck you, Greg. Kiss my poochie." Chase pulls herself in the car. "What did you just say?" Jessica growls. Greg and I never got along growing up. You wouldn't believe how many times we'd fight. Dad yelled at me one day for telling Greg to kiss my ass, so I started telling him to kiss my poochie. Chase laughs a little. Then she gives me a sly look. "And look at you, little Peewee, making time with Jessica like that. Yeah, I saw you. Good for you. Now make yourself useful and grab that journal out of the back, will ya?" I hand it to Chase. Before long, we get back to Camp Redfeather. I'm about to go back to the football side of the camp, but Jessica grabs my shoulder. "Hey now, we ain't done yet. Don't you want to know what Chase found?" I point past them. "But that's the cheerleader camp." "And?" Chase replies. "You think you're the first guy who came to our part of town? Don't worry. Jessica and I say it's all right." So I go to the cheerleader camp. Ain't none of the others around at the moment. Probably at dinner, Chase thinks out loud. We walk into a cabin. Chase sits on her bunk. Jessica and I sit across from her. And I'd be lying if I wasn't dying to know what's in this journal. "There's some juicy goodness in here," Chase quickly says. "But what I want to show you." She opens up to the last page and hands it to Jessica. She holds the journal to where we can both read it. I can already tell it's not written by Greg. There's no date, but it was likely written just after the state championship. "Greg, I'm so sorry it had to be this way. I know you can't possibly read this unless somehow you survived the grave. I saw what that jersey did to you. I loved you with all my heart and soul. I still do, because it hurts me so much. But I had to stop you, once and for all, since I knew I could never get you away from that jersey. I borrowed one of my dad's shotguns to stop you, Greg. I'm so sorry, but there was no reasoning with you. You let that jersey be everything. You were willing to kill. I saw you kill Coach Crandon. I knew I had no choice but to kill you. The jersey is mine now. It'll be a matter of time before someone looking for it finds me, the same way Mick Knight was found and killed all those years ago. Maybe you will be that person. I love you, but I will fight you if it means never letting you have this jersey ever again. I know I can't destroy it, but I can keep running with it until I'm finally dead. Even you can't follow me if you don't know where I am. Goodbye, Greg. I love you, always." "Wow, I never imagined it was Katie," Jessica said. "I only met her a few times. She seemed so sweet. Never knew she had the killer instinct." "If you get your daddy's shotgun 'cause you got it in for somebody, you're gonna find out fast if you got killer instinct in you or not," Chase notes. "Okay, so we know a few more things from today's road trip, but we still ain't any closer to learning about who the demon really is," I note. "It's gotta be Greg," Chase exclaims. "His body's missing from the grave, right?" I shake my head. "I don't think so. He didn't recognize Jessica when he saw her, which was twice by my count." Chase looks at me, saying I may be right. We look through the journal further. We know Katie killed Greg, assuming it was really her writing. I can't see why not, given where and how the journal was found. At this point, we still have to watch our backs and sleep with one eye open, knowing the demon can appear whenever and wherever. The scrimmage. For the next week, the demon doesn't appear. Practices resume and go on as normal. Even Coach Mercer's riding us again when we mess up. The cheerleaders are doing their thing at their part of the camp. Speaking of, Jessica and I have been getting closer. It still surprises me she'd want to be with a little guy like me. She really surprised me when we went camping on our own last night. Not only did I get to see Jessica fully uncensored, she took my cherry. It sure was nice waking up with her this morning. I hate that Coach Mercer's giving the others a hard time for not catching me during practice, but I'm just elevated right now. I'm still elevated when our team's divided for a scrimmage we're playing for anybody who wants to come and watch. This game lets Coach Mercer see where he needs to work more with us. He keeps stressing the importance of our first game against Ole Miss as part of us starting with the SEC in September. We've been playing the game for a while now. My team's a little ways ahead. The cheerleaders are on the sidelines doing their thing. When Jessica catches my eye, she blows me a kiss. Man, I'm praying to the good Lord I'm not dreaming about none of this. Sometimes Mark Schumer, who's on the other team, tries to clobber me. I think I keep making him more and more pissed off. When halftime comes, I take off my helmet and follow the others to the big cabin that serves as our locker room. Jessica intercepts and plants one right on me, letting me know we'll have our own after party later. Then I see Mark giving me a dirty look. When it looks like he's going to come at me, Charlie Thoss and Jason Norman are both there to block him. We come back to start third quarter. As soon as we're playing again, we hear this huge roar. Even though Jessica's making me fly high right now, I feel myself crash down fast when we see the demon coming across the field. "You're playing a game, and you didn't invite the demon?" he calls out. "How insulting!" Our quarterback, Jason Norman's got the ball. He ain't backing down, though. "Yeah? Eat this, you fucking bastard!" Before I can stop him, he throws a hell of a bomb. Say what you will about Jason, but there's a reason why he was a top pick for NCAA football. His pass percentage is something to talk about. Hell, I don't think he's ever not completed a pass to me. And you know what? He's still good at completing passes. I think Jason meant for that pass to connect with the demon's head. But he easily catches it and starts running to the end zone. You'd have thought the other guys would take the hint and run for their lives, but they're mad as hell, and they take off running after the demon. Even big Charlie Thoss has got a settle to score with him. I'm not liking where this is going. I just barely hear Chase and Jessica yelling for them to stop. "You people are crazy," she finishes. "He'll kill you all," Chase adds. When the guys clash with the demon, he's knocking them away like nothing, as usual. I've seen these guys lift weights when they're in the gym. I'd sure hate to see what that demon can bench. Carl Rourke came from Strickfield Academy and is known as the battering ram. When he gets the ball, he's got a good shot at breaking through lines to get to the end zone. But when he's pissed off, he'll run right into you. Well, he ran right smack into the demon. Whoa, I can't believe Carl actually stopped the demon right in his tracks. Carl staggers at the same time. The demon roars and slams the palm of his hand right into Carl's chest. Nothing but screams when Carl's upper body goes flying down the field, and the lower body is still standing on its legs. Now he turns and looks at me. Come here, little man. Come to Papa. He drops the ball and runs right after me. Run, Eddie! Jessica screams. A few seconds later, Chase adds, Wait for me! You three want to be together, huh? Fine with me. I'll make sure all of you fit in one coffin, all nice and cozy. The girls can run, but they're not anywhere near as fast as me. We gotta split up, Chase suggests. He can't chase all of us at the same time. We take her advice. I was hoping the demon would keep following me. Boy, was I wrong. The demon chases Jessica into one of the buildings, serving as the equipment room. I don't think twice and run after him. Yeah, you know I'm scared as hell. You know I just want to grab a car and get away from this camp. I still feel pretty bad trying to run away before, but damn it, I can't give up on Jessica. I feel my legs going rubbery, and I hear some banging around inside. Then I hear Jessica screaming. I slap my face hard to make myself suck it up and go in. I find the demon's got Jessica backed up against some lockers. I hope you got your thrills with that pint-sized loser, bitch, 'cause now it's my turn. When Jessica screams, I'm right there climbing up the demon's back and wrapping myself around his head. Run, Jessica! Eddie, no! She shrieks. I said run! Oh, shit! She cries and gets away. It doesn't take long for the demon to peel me off him. He brings me down and slams me into those same lockers. I've been waiting a long time for this. I try running away again, but the demon lifts me up and throws me away from him. He's still holding on to my wrists as I scream and feel my shoulder bone pop out. Then he throws me on the floor. I cry out and hold my shoulder. God, this hurts like hell. I think he pulled it out of its socket. This is it, Peewee. He lifts his bare foot and brings it down on my head. You never should have gone for football. Now, it's your final play of our game. I feel him crushing my head. I'm so dead. Well, my spookies, Eddie Richter has been chased, battered, and nearly broken, but somehow he's still in the game. The demon may have the power, the cursed jersey, and the whole camp running scared, but Eddie is getting closer to something even more powerful. The truth. And next week things are going to go completely off the rails. Eddie wakes up injured but not defeated. The mystery of the 00 jersey takes a terrifying new turn, and camp faces its most dangerous scrimmage yet. The team finally has a plan to fight back, but against the demon, even the best play can turn deadly. So make sure you're subscribed and right back here next week for Summer of the Demon, Part 4. And I want to say a huge thank you to everybody who's been showing us so much support by leaving us reviews on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and also heading to weeklyspooky.com/join, where for as little as $1 a month you get 2 bonus episodes every month and over 5 years of exclusive creepypasta readings and audiobooks, all at weeklyspooky.com/join. And I want to say an extra special thank you to our Patreon podcast boosters, folks who pay a little bit more to hear their names at the end of the show. And they are Johnny Nix, Kate and Lulu, Jessica Fuller, Mike Ishkui, Jenny Green, Amber Hansford, Karen Weemet, Jack Kerr, and Craig Cohen. Thank you all so much for your support, and if you want to hear your name at the end of every episode, just head to weeklyspooky.com/join and sign up at the $15 a month or higher tier. It may sound like it wouldn't move the needle much, but it makes a big difference and helps us keep going and going with the podcast as we head into yet another 400 episodes. But now it's time for me to get back to work. Remember, right here on the feed tomorrow, there'll be something brand new and scary for you to enjoy on Thursday Thrills, and on Friday, a little true crime compilation will be dropping that I know you'll enjoy. Now, for myself, for my executive producers Rob Fields and Bobbletopia.com, my producer Dan Wilder, and my creepy composer Ray Mattis, I will talk at you tomorrow.
Thank you for listening. Make sure to find your way back next week. But for now, you are safe. Trust me.